This is how you vlog.
This is how I vlog.
This is how I vlog.
This is how
Hello YouTube! A long time no speak. I can't remember the last time I made a video. It was quite some time ago, I know that. Basically I'm making this video today because I've just been in London this past weekend and I filmed a few odd bits and bobs thinking I might put them into a video but didn't actually give much context. So I thought I'd film this to then add in as well, and then it'll hopefully make a bit more sense. So I went down to London last Thursday and I met up with some friends in Camden because we were seeing a band called Paris at the Camden Barfly. So the next clips will be of the concert, just a few bits and bobs of it. It was really great to see Paris live. I went to see them do an in-store acoustic performance the weekend before this, but to see them actually live doing their own headline gig was amazing. I also must warn you there, if you're epileptic or anything like that affected by flashing lights, there's a lot of flashing lights in this footage, so I'd say just listen, don't watch this bit if you have an issue with flashing lights. Brilliant. And after that my friends were heading back home and I was staying at my friend Lee's house in Wimbledon, so I headed down there that evening, took a couple of late night buses, which was always fun. On Friday I had a very lazy morning and then I headed over to Fulham Broadway to the London Film Academy because the week before this my friend Samad interviewed me for a documentary she was doing as part of this intensive course. So I went to the London Film Academy to watch the documentary in its finished product, and it was so exciting. It was in like a little cinema area that they've got in there, and met up with Samar there and we got to watch it, and she received loads of great feedback from her tutors and it was really nice to have a chat with them as well. I can see myself doing something like that maybe in the future, so it was really interesting to go and watch it, and I'll pop a link and a little clip of the documentary just here, but it was just so much fun to be a part of. And I'm really proud of Samar because I think it was 2 weeks that she filmed and edited it all, and it's such high quality. I'm just really impressed with how it's turned out. After that I headed more into Central to meet up with my friend Kirsty because we were seeing a play that evening. A friend from work had given me the tickets because she was unable to go, so we went to see American Buffalo at the Wyndham's Theatre. I didn't actually get any clips at this point because we were kind of rushing around to... We had 2 Book of Mormon front row tickets to sell because Kirsty had won the lottery, because we assumed that there would be people in Central to sell them to, but apparently not. So yeah, we had to rush around to sell those and then get to the Wyndhams. But I don't normally see plays that often, but I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really interesting, really funny, and it's so brilliant to see how just 3 actors, sometimes only 2 actors on stage can create such an intense and funny and then shocking at times play. I thought it was just really interesting and it was, yeah, really great to see, so I'd recommend checking American Buffalo out at Wyndham's Theatre whilst it's on. On Saturday I was up really early. I hate mornings, I'm not a morning person at all, but we were up really early to go and day seat for Memphis the musical at the Shaftesbury Theatre. I think I got to the theatre about 8 o'clock in the morning and the box office opened at 10, so only a 2-hour wait. So yeah, we got to the theatre about 8 o'clock and we were waiting for the box office to open at 10, so it's not the longest day seat I've done, but I haven't day sat in probably about a year. Yeah, over a year ago was the last time I day sat for anything, so yeah, it was a shock to the system. While we were there as well, we saw a couple of odd sights. We were just stood around chatting and I looked up towards the end of the street and I saw I saw something really peculiar that you don't normally see nowadays, and I turned around to Kirsty and I said, what is that up there? Is that a penny farthing? And lo and behold, someone on a penny farthing cycled past the theatre, and we were just like, wow, that was strange. Like, you never see penny farthings nowadays. And then about 15 minutes or so later, another person came by on a penny farthing, and I just thought, no, something's happening here, something is going on, this can't be a coincidence. We looked it up and there was an event going on in Trafalgar Square where lots of people were dressing up in tweed and quite old-fashioned clothing and going by on the penny farthings, or some of them were just on like normal older bikes. It was really cute. We saw two kids on the back of one bike who were dressed in like tweed, looking really cute. So that was really bizarre and random, but really cool as well. After we got our tickets for Memphis, we went along to My Old Dutch, which is a pancake house in Holborn, and it does the best pancakes ever. I love them so much there. They will fill you up the whole day, it's crazy. So after having breakfast, we went to meet up with our friends at the Prince of Wales Theatre, which is where Book of Mormon is, because we were going to help them out with doing the lottery. And I have done the lottery for Book of Mormon for myself and for other people probably around 10 or so times now, and I have never won. I figured I was a curse with the Book of Mormon lottery and I was never going to win.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hey! And welcome to the Book of Mormon lottery. Are you all excited? Yeah!
From her own brand new flat, Group Hire C.
I'm winning the Book of Mormon lottery when I already had tickets for something else. We went up to the Theatre Cafe on Shaftesbury Avenue, so it's just opposite Les Mis, and it's just such a nice little cafe. You can feel right at home there if you're a theatre fan, and they've got loads of different themed drinks that are named with musicals and things like that. Unfortunately I didn't get any shots of that, but I'll be there again some point soon, so I'm sure it'll appear in a video somewhere. They had an open mic session going on, so some of the baristas there were singing, a couple of girls got up to sing. It was really nice atmosphere and everyone was really supportive. And it seemed natural that they should have something like that. That was the first time they'd done it. But yeah, it was really great fun. After that, we walked up to the Shaftesbury Avenue, Shaftesbury Theatre again to go see Memphis for matinee. I last saw the show back in October when it had, I think it had only just recently opened then, and I was absolutely blown away by it then, and it's, if possible, even better now. Night is just absolutely incredible, and the way she sings for a matinee, I mean, I've only seen matinees in Memphis. I can't even imagine how insane she is on an evening performance. Like, her vocals are something else entirely. Last time I saw it, I had Killian Donnelly as Huey, the main lead role, and this time it was John Robbins, his understudy, and I thought he was equally fantastic. It was very interesting to see how differently he played it to Killian, but it was really nice. I was saying to my friends, with a lot of shows, they like the standbys and the understudies to kind of be copies of the lead. But obviously with Memphis, they're letting their understudies kind of play around with it and make it their own more, which is just really nice because it means they can put their own little stamp on it as well. We stage doored after the show to meet Beverly and John, and they were so lovely in person as well. It was really nice. Quite a quiet stage door for a Saturday, which is quite nice because then everyone gets to see them and speak to them, and they can still go back in and have their lunch and stuff as well. After Memphis, we had some dinner in Leicester Square and then headed to Killington to go to the pub because one of Lee's friends from work was having their engagement do. So we went along to have some drinks there and then went back home for a relatively early night. Sunday, again, thankfully was a lazy morning because I cannot deal getting up early. And on this day I did film quite a bit actually. I think the footage kind of explains itself.
Hi! Where are we going, girls?
We're
We're going to the original to
the St. James
Theatre.
I can't remember the cameras, I'm like, oh, no. I had a few drinks. Drinks. This is my first time vlogging in public, and somehow when I feel drunk it feels great! We are walking to the St James Theatre. See Roach Tucker live. Stop! Wait a minute. Oh my god, there's something around it.
You used to say Twitter and photos.
What are you doing?
How do you say you from?
Stop! Why are you covering the screen?
No.
It's just taking a video.
Hi,
Hi, vlog.
Hi, vlog. Hi, vlog. We're the cool friends.
We're vlogging it, vlogging it, vlogging it.
We're vlogging it like that.
'Cause I will still be holding on to anything worth holding on to.
This was Rachel Tucker's Back from Broadway gig. As the title explains, she was on Broadway in The Last Ship recently, so she's been out of the country for quite a while. I think the last time I saw her was the last concert she did at the St James Theatre. I'm probably wrong there, but that's the one that sticks out in my memory the most. So it was kind of nice to, like, for that to be the last time I saw her and for this to be the first time I've seen her back in the UK. She is just such an incredible performer. She puts on the most fantastic concerts. I've seen her do little cabarets, obviously Wicked and things like that, but when like the St James Theatre suits her so much for the type of concert she puts on, and it was just absolutely incredible. She is still to this day one of my favourite performers, so it was amazing to see her live again. So yeah, that was my weekend in London. I had such a good time. It's always nice to spend loads of time with loads of friends, different friends as well, like meeting up with different people every day, and just having a really good laugh, catching up with a lot of people as well. That's another thing about gigs like that. I mean, I get to see so many people that I haven't seen in such a long time. So it was really, really lovely. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, give it a like and subscribe if you'd like to. You don't have to, but it would be very nice. I think I'll be doing a bit more vlogging now in the future. Thanks to Samar, really. She kind of convinced me to get back into it after like inspiring me with her documentary as well and going to the London Film Academy. So it'd be quite nice to do a bit more vlogging and keep like these memories nice and safe in videos. But for now, that's it from